Welcome to the Sanctuary Podcast, hosted by Angel Deer. In this podcast, we explore the mysteries of spirituality and consciousness. In each episode, we dive deep into the realms of human experiences, our rapidly changing world, and the unseen realms, tapping into the universal wisdom that connects us all. Whether you're a seasoned spiritual seeker, starting to awaken to the possibilities of a more expansive reality, or want support on your journey, this podcast is for you. Join me as we explore topics such as shamanism, spiritual transformation, holistic healing, the medicine path, energy healing, plant medicine, ancient wisdom, and more. Our guests are respected elders and experts in their fields, and we'll learn from their insights and experiences as we journey together on the path of spiritual growth. If you can, please consider supporting this podcast by joining our Patreon page at patreon.com/thesanctuaryny. Once again, it is patreon.com/thesanctuaryny. Now, let's dive into today's episode.
So I'm Grandmother Barbara ThreeCrow, and I was asked by Angel to speak a little bit about what's on my heart. I just wanted to say it's a beautiful day here, and we're coming up to Solstice. A lot of things have been on my mind, on my heart. I guess I call it my heart. Been on my heart. And so a lot of things coming to mind I could have talked to you about. I could talk to you about a lot of things. I wanted to speak, though, about the troubles, what people are seeming to experience these days. A lot of troubles, a lot of worries. So I'm very well aware of that. And I just wanted to speak to that a little bit. And I know sometimes we feel that what is going on is beyond us. A lot of people, I think, are feeling helpless and maybe feeling or believing there's nothing they can do to make a difference, Lots of troubles in the world and challenges, personal challenges as well. So I think a lot of people may be feeling overwhelmed and helpless. And these are the things that I would like to address, because I certainly know how powerful those feelings are. So I would say that we are in a time of great challenge. And prophecy does speak to that. I'm not going to talk so much about prophecies particularly, but I will say that we are in the time of prophecy, and many of us may know that. And I'm talking about the indigenous prophecies per se, our elders and what they have told us about these times, and also some of the prophecies that I myself have received about this great time of transition. And when you're in a healing process and a transition process, personal, you know how challenging that is. It takes a lot of stamina, a lot of faith in our process. And we are in a personal transition and healing process, as well as a collective or worldwide healing, worldwide transition. What are we transitioning? Oh, we're transitioning from one, let's say, dimension into another dimension. That's this timeline here that we are in. Some people are calling it a great awakening, and I would say that it is about a great awakening. And so fully, what does that mean? An awakening, I think, is about becoming aware of who we are, mostly. I think that's the key piece here of who are we anyway? I know that's a big question, a universal question. Who am I? What am I here for? What am I to do? And to talk about that a little bit is, I would say that the awakening is to find out extraordinary information about who we really truly are. I always say, my belief is that we are sacred children. First off, that is a very important concept to wrap your mind around. What would it mean? What does it mean if you're a sacred child? Putting aside all of the confusing information that we may have received in our lives, what the system tells us about who we are, for instance, or what we must aspire to in life. We've been told by others who we are and what we should aspire to be. So I think this transition is a time where we put all of that aside and transition into a greater knowledge and inner wisdom that we all do have. But we've been blocked from our inner wisdom, our inner knowing about who we really truly are. And so this timeline of this great challenge, monumental challenge throughout the whole world, is about our rediscovering and realigning ourselves with who we really truly are. And I want to talk about significance. I always tell people, first I say, what would you say if I said to you, you are a sacred child? And secondly, I would say, what would you say if I said to you, I know how significant you are, how essential you are here on the Mother Earth, the great sacred Mother. I also say that we wouldn't be here if we weren't meant to be here. And then there's another part that I throw at people about, you signed up for this. People will argue with me about that for sure. But we did sign up for this. I think I found that out along my life's journey. At some point realized I did sign up for this. I did make an agreement. And I did discover through many trials that I am essential here. So I know, therefore, that you all are too. So I guess my main message would be in these times, because there are great troubles in the world happening, and personally as well as collectively, that I would say to you, sometimes if you feel helpless, I would say, well, you're really not helpless. We can do things. I will give you some advice on that. And I also hear people say, or they feel, everything is hopeless. And I would say that I have a different perspective, that it is not hopeless. But how do I feel? How am I so secure in that response that I could say to you, it's not hopeless, and we are not helpless? And so I need to then talk about a faith, a trust and faith. And, I have to identify that I mean a faith in something far greater than myself, that I know is far greater than myself, more powerful than myself. And it doesn't matter to me whether it's the angelic beings that you trust or believe in, or the Creator, or the Great Spirit. It doesn't matter. The fairy people, the forest beings, the holy ones, the spiritual warriors. It doesn't matter to me, but we must find something within ourselves that we know is more powerful and that has, a great power against all that is in the dark, the negative, the fear, what seems to be coming full force or troubling us. Sometimes we do need help, and it's okay. It's always okay to ask for help, but you must have something, someone, an omniscience, a greater being, that you can rely upon. And I always tell people, when you're overwhelmed and you have all these things that are stacking up, you have fear, you have doubt, your sense of hopelessness, you feel helpless. I mean, that's huge. And you might say, I don't know what I can do. There's nothing I can do. I'm one person. What can I do? I tell people, you take all of that I just identified, that is a huge bundle of stuff, wrap it up in a big bundle and say to the ones, the holy people, the Great Spirit, the Mother, the Sacred Mother, I'm giving all of this to you because it's too much for me. I don't know what to do, but I know you know what to do. So I'm giving all of this stuff that is too big for me, that is bothering my mind and troubling my heart. I give this over to you. I know you will know what to do. And you let it go. You let it go. This helps me a lot because although I have some very important parts of information that I do know what to do, there are some times I do need help. We all need help, and it's okay because I know there are beings. I know the Creator, Great Spirit, and the Holy Mother, and all the holy ones in the four quarters and into infinity. We don't even know half of the holy ones and the ancestors and the beings that love the Mother Earth and love us, that are there for us, that walk with us. We have no idea. We only know a small amount of these warriors, the spiritual warriors of the light, the most powerful. So, yes, I do my prayers every day. I pray more than once a day, but I rely on my faith. My faith in an omniscience more powerful than I, all-knowing, and that has the love and the power of the light. So, there is that. So I just would say it's not hopeless, that you can call upon these beings, the entities, the forest people, the angels, like I said, the holy ones, the grandmothers and the grandfathers, all the ancestors, There's so many elementals. And so I would say, give that to you so that I know there's troubles. And I want to say that these are really challenging times, and it was prophesied that this would be challenging for us, but to hold on and hold strong, I hope you can strengthen your faith and that trust, even if it, seems minor, just in the water spirits, all that is created is in harmony and balance and strong and powerful, So right now, we as a people, humanity, is being challenged to also become strong in our love and in our faith, in the goodness and the power of the light. We are in a great change. Prophecy says we are leaving a dimension, a lower dimension of struggle and troubles and strife and teachings. This has been a time of great teachings and meant to be shifting into a higher dimension or transitioning into what the elders say, the fifth world, 1,000 years of peace, or the fifth hoop, the sacred hoop, it's the sacred hoop, the sacred web. In my sense and in my feeling, it is an extraordinary time to be here. And yes, the troubles seem strong and seem powerful and they seem monumental. At times, they truly are. But I give you this hope and this connection to your own faith and your own, heart spirit of those who are walking with you, who love you, and you're not alone. So that's why I say this is an extraordinary, amazing time to be here on the Mother Maka. It is. And so when you come to the places where you feel overwhelmed, take that, put it, like I said, in a bundle. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I feel helpless. I feel I can't go on. All of these are energies. Take them and put them in a bundle and speak to the universe. I'm giving this to you. I know you know what to do. You have the powers, and you will take it all and do what needs to be done, and to help me, to soothe my heart. So, get out of your monkey mind and keep your focus down in your heart spirit. Use your breath. You have tools, Those of you who are listening have most likely been practicing and on a sacred path most of your life, but you have tools, breath, using the breath, focusing on the breath, using your mind for positive thoughts. Bring in the positive words, the positive thought, the positive focus. Bring these energies into yourself and into your sphere, into your own sacred circle. These are tools that we have to begin to use, perhaps more frequently, but we do have ways. Those are some ways. In other words, I say, feed your soul. How do you feed your soul? Do you like to sing, walk, go into the forest, listen to music, go by the waters, soothe your soul, feed your soul. These are some things that we need to do, and we can manifest through these processes that we use. Through our thought, we are manifesting. And so, yes, we are inundated with negative and fearsome things. And if you keep focusing on that will be troublesome for you. You have a power, your own power, to take charge and take care of yourself and choose, choose. I'm going to choose today to feed my soul. I'm going to bring in the light. I'm going to talk to the holy beings. I'm going to talk to those, those I know are more powerful than I am. I have a power, but it's nothing compared to what the holy ones and the ancestors. Yeah. So let's call upon them. You're not alone. I just want you to know that. If anything, for this coming time, this is what I would say to you. My heart is filled with love for every one of you. And I do know that these are troubling times. And I do know that we are moving through and we are transitioning. And it's going to be rough. Healing on any level is a very difficult transition. But you get to the other side, and we will get to the other side. So feed your soul, nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Know you're not alone. You are not alone. So call upon the ones that you have a sense of connection to. Creator, the Sacred Mother, the Holy Mother, Great Spirit, whatever sings to your heart spirit, the beings of the forest itself, the spirits who are there, the ancestors. So I feel very pleased to be able to share some things with you, and I hope that in this coming time and send you, great blessings and healing and an opening of your heart, spirit, and a joy to come flowing through from Source, which is a constant. It never stops. There's never a break. Creator does not take a break. It's ever present. The beauty and the love and the joy is ever present. It's a constant. So step into it, feel where that might be, that flow, that beautiful flow of love and joy. You have to step into it, let it come in. It will come in. Open yourself, open your heart. So that's my message today and for the coming years. And it's a good message, I think. Just remember, it's not hopeless. That's for sure. I wouldn't be talking to you if I thought it was hopeless. I would have given up a long time ago. And I've not given up. No, I feel beautifully powerful inside and beautifully connected to you. So all you sacred children out there, I send you my blessings. Pilamaya, Natakuyeyu Yasan.
Thank you for listening to the Sanctuary Podcast. We deeply value your support. Please consider sharing this podcast with others and joining our Patreon page at patreon.com/thesanctuaryny. Once again, it is patreon.com/thesanctuaryny. At The Sanctuary, we believe that spirituality is a personal journey that takes many forms, and we honor and respect all paths to awakening and the rise of consciousness. Our mission is to provide a platform for open and honest conversations about spirituality and to inspire and empower our listeners to live their most authentic lives in good relation to each other's, the living and invisible worlds. I look forward to connecting with you again here or at our events, retreats, and online gatherings. You can find all our offerings at thesanctuaryheal.com. Once again, it is thesanctuaryheal.com.